Sewing with knits can be a game changer, but you need to adjust your woven sloper to accommodate the stretch. The secret is that your pattern needs to match your fabric. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I changed my woven sloper into a knit sloper, and now I can create garments that fit me perfectly every time. So let's go. I'm going to take my woven dress slopers and I'm going to turn them into dress knit slopers. So let me show you how. We're going to start with the front. I'm going to line up the front here, line it up with that, put down some of my weights so it stays in place. I have my sloper on cardstock, which makes it much easier to trace. So I'm just going to go around very carefully the entire sloper, indicate where the notches are going to be. I don't think I need this, but I'm going to just mark it anyway. That I don't often take that armhole dart because I don't often need to, but if you get a little gaping in there, that's where you would take it to the bottom. Then I'm going to mark my dart legs. I've made little holes in the pattern there, and just going to, what I'm going to do so I can see where this waist seam is to use this tool, which then makes marks through it. Carefully go along that line. There we go. Take all this off. So here we go. Fill in my darts just so I can see where they are. Make it a little clearer. Here's my side dart and the double dart here at the waist. And here's where my waistline is currently. So when you change to a knit sloper, I need to get rid of all these darts because knits don't do well with darts. I am going to start with we have no, up here in the shoulder, we have no shoulder dart, so we don't have to worry about that. Your pattern may have a shoulder dart, and if you do, then you should take the shoulder dart and take it into the side darts. You only have to worry about that once. I often use a Ponte fabric, which is a very sturdy knit, double knit. So I often like to keep a little ease in my pattern. I'm going to do that, but right now I have a 1/4 inch ease here at the bust and the waist, and I have 1/2 inch here at the hip. I'm going to leave that in because I like to have a little tiny ease in there, but at this point you should take out your ease if you want a tighter fit for your knit, and particularly if you have a really stretchy knit. You can also do even more than just whatever ease you have baked into your block, what's called a negative ease. So you can go anywhere from an additional 1/8 to a 1/4 inch more ease there if you need more, if you have a very stretchy fabric and you want it to have a very snug fit for the knit. One thing you can do, which I'm not going to do, is you can shorten this end of the shoulder by maybe 3/4 inch if you just want it to come in a little bit more. I sort of like my shoulder to go out to the same point, so I'm not going to do that here. Even after you create your knit sloper, when you're creating a pattern, you can choose to do this moving forward as well. I sort of like to know that that's my end of shoulder there, so I'm going to leave it there. The neckline, pretty much you can leave that unchanged. We have a nice crew neck here for any future design. That's the top point, and you can make any adjustments there for your pattern moving forward, so we won't touch that. Now we have to deal with these 2 darts. We're going to take this side dart here and we're going to take it off the bottom. The side dart is 1 1/8 inch, right that. So down here at the bottom, I need to remove 1 1/8. So right there. And anywhere, I'm just going to make a nice line down from this dart. I want to take the slope starting at that point. I'm going to get my curve and I'm going to do a nice curve up from that point. So now this gets rid of this dart. We've taken that 1 1/8 inch and we've taken it here. So this now goes away also. Now we have to deal with this center dart, which is 5/8 inch, and we're going to take that off the side. Oh, one thing that we need to bring this up by 1 1/8 as well, the waist. So that's 1 1/8. So that's my new waist line. And so we have 5/8 of an inch coming from there. Right there is 5/8. And then we want to just blend it in from that point. You generally just want to blend it into the same level here, sort of at this level, because this is the amount that we were taking out. So we really don't want to take out any there at the hips. So that we want to blend it down to there. And then we're going to blend it up to this point, which is just where the old dart was. So let's blend it in here. So that goes to there. Go. And we're going to blend it up to there. Go. So now we've gotten rid of this dart and we don't need that line anymore. So you see it gets a lot curvier. So we've basically gotten out all the darts, and this will be our new waistline. We'll put the notches in there once we create it. And that's all we have to do to create our knit block. Like I said, I'm going to leave this in here. You could have taken this out as well if you did want to tighten that arm up. And if you find that you need to, I would have pivoted this dart into the side, and then you bring the side dart, you raise it down here. That's how I would have gotten rid of this. But I'm just going to leave this because generally it's fine for me. I just like to keep it there, but generally don't need to take that. We have our back dress sloper. I've lined it up here and put the weights down. So I'm going to trace around like I did to the front. We're basically doing the exact same thing with the back as we did with the front. There's slightly different, but I'll be able to show you now if you do have a shoulder dart in your front, I'll show you how, well, we're going to handle this one slightly different. Here's the notches, indicate where this is. Then we have the holes drilled here for the dart legs. I'm going to put those in, and the one here at this dart leg. And there's a notch over here, so I know where that goes, where the waist goes. This is a straight line for this instance. So we're all set there. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to draw this in. You don't really even have to draw these darts in if you don't want to. You can just see them and the measurements. But I just don't mind doing it, and for illustrative purposes, I definitely want you to be able to see the darts and where I'm moving them to. And then this is a straight line across here. Make sure all these are lined up, and that's my waist right there. So we're going to just do the exact same thing as we did before, but here we actually have a shoulder dart. In the front, you would have dumped that into the side dart, pivoted it into the side dart. But in the back, it's very small. It's only 5/8 of an inch. So I'm going to just shave it off the side here. So I'm going to take that 5/8 right there, and then just blend it where it goes comfortably down here. And again, you looked at the length here. I'm shaving off a little extra, so maybe I'll bring that back a little bit. You sort of want to think about that. You can see here the amount that I'm shaving off looks very similar to the amount that from the original dart. You just want to smooth this out to make sure that's a smooth line. So this is gone. We don't need that anymore. Then if you are going to remove your side ease, you would do it now. Like I said, I'm not going to, because I like a little ease in even my knits. I still want a little ease. So I'm going to leave that in there. And then if you'd want to shorten your end of your shoulder, you would do so now. We're going to leave the neckline unchanged. We can change that with the pattern. And we have no side darts. We won't have to worry about that. And then we just have to worry about this waist dart, which the waist dart is 1.5 inches. So we need to come over here and bring it off 1.5 inches. And then blend it. We're blending it sort of right to here when it comes to that level. And then this blends right to underneath the arm. So I'm just going to do this at a slight curve, even though these other ones are a little bit of a straight line, but I'm going to do those at a slight curve and just come up a little bit less of a sharp line there and blend it into there. I don't want to go the whole way down. I don't want to take out room from below this point. There we go. And this would want this to be a smooth transition there. Okay, so now we've got rid of this. And this line we never longer need. And there we go. Super simple. All it is getting rid of your darts, taking in any ease if you want. You're like removing all your ease and potentially removing some of your, to create negative ease if you want it very, very snug, and depending how stretchy your knit fabric is. And now I'm going to cut these out, I'll label them, and then we'll be ready to make our dress. Now we have a few last minute things we need to do. I cut out the back sloper, and you can see that we have a lot curvier shape here. If I look at put it over the original woven sloper, you can see, we've really in a lot, and as a result, this line used to be a 9, and now we've added 3/8, so it's 9 3/8. And this one I really added a lot. Before I was at 9.5, and now I'm at 10 1/8. So that curve really did extend that. We need to make sure that the front lengths are the same as the back ones. So I measured this already, and this down to the new waist notch is 9 3/8 because we came in a little bit, so it did add a little bit. So we're good there. But when I measure down here, you can see this curve. I'm really not taking off that much. So I'm only at 9 1/8, so I'm missing a whole inch. So I'm going to have to bring it back down here. So we're just basically coming everything. I had taken originally 1 1/8 inch off, so I really only needed to take an inch off. So it's going to be a very, very, very minor changing that much now. So I'm just going to draw that line back. I'm going to get my eraser out. We don't need this one anymore. So we need to make sure that these two match. So I'm going to bring that line back. This line is gone. This bottom line. Okay, so that's going to be our new line. Now instead of 9 1/8, this is now 10 1/8. So this will match this over here. I've also gone ahead and added in, I labeled a knit dress sloper. This is the back. I've labeled this the front. I always put the date on. I like to make notes to myself so I don't forget. I indicated that I've kept the ease here. I have 1 inch ease at the bust, 1 inch at the waist, and 2 inches at the hip. If you want to take that ease out, feel free. You could have some slopers that have the ease. You can have some slopers that you've taken it out. It's really up to you. So it's simple. You just take it directly out here from the side if you just want to take the actual ease out, or you could take the negative ease out as well if you really have stretchy fabric and you want it to be a snug fit. Just make sure at this point here that you don't take, if you're taking a 1/2 inch ease out, do not go up along the curve here. Go straight out so this side does not get longer. So that is one caveat I'll give you there. I've also added in the notches here. I've used my notcher tool and added in there. And you can make some other little comments here. Like my slopers are made to include sleeves. So I like to make a note to myself that if I want this to be sleeveless, I should raise and narrow by 1/2 inch the underarm. So basically, you're going to in here 1/2 inch, and you're going to go up 1/2 inch. So it would be basically like this is what you would do. You would come in and up and then smooth this in. So that's what you would do if you wanted to do a sleeveless, just so it's a little snugger under your arm when you have something sleeveless. So I always leave that. I'll make a similar note back here. And if there's any other notes that you want to make, sometimes, whatever anything I'll make a note to myself. Once I get to the, at some point, I'm going to put this on cardstock, but I'd like to make this out of 1 or 2 dresses. I'd like to make, just to make sure it all fits. It's much easier to make adjustments to this paper sloper. So that's what I'm going to do next. I have a dress in mind that I'm going to make for an upcoming video. You'll see that. So I will link to that once that video is out. So I've cut out the front now, and the last thing we need to do is to true all the seams. So we're going to line it up here to make sure that we have nice transitions. Carefully line it up there. So we want to make sure that this is a nice smooth line, and up here we want to make sure that this appears a little bit of a point here. So I'm just going to shave it ever so slightly there. So just to make sure that that's why you make sure you have right angles so you don't get points. So I have a little bit of a point there, so I'm going to fix that. And then we're going to look at the underarm. So there, that looks good, nice, smooth, no points there. And then you would look, this is going to come together here, and that is a nice smooth line. There's no points there. So I think we're all good with that. I've also just went through and I've put all my measurements in here. So when I come next time, it's very easy to see what my measurements are. I don't have to go back to the original. Put in center front and center back. And we have a good sloper now to make a dress. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to make a flounce dress, and I will post that and link it down below once I get that video done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.